United Healthcare stock dropped over 22.3% in one day on April 17. What happens? So what would I do with the United Healthcare stock? Buy, hold, or sell? By the end of the video, you're gonna know my opinions if it's stay buyable or what I would do over the long term with United Healthcare stock. So over the past 5 days, it dropped 28.60%. At the beginning, it dropped over 22%, but April 21st, it dropped more, 6.34%. So it's really serious. So year to date, it's dropped 15.69%. 1 year, look at that, 13.42%. 5 years, look at that, it's broke the support level. Look at that. See right here. So if it doesn't bounce, maybe tomorrow or this week, I believe it could go down more. United Healthcare is considered to be very reliable, stable company. It's one of the largest insurance company in the US. So it's really shocking that they drop like crazy. They pay dividend 1.85, not so much, but with very consistent uptrend. Look at the stock, it's like going up the moon. Look at that, very reliable. So in terms of long-term performance, but so it's very, very surprising. Something must have changed. Could it be fundamentally, or could it just be temporary? So that's what we are going to look at. So what happened? United Healthcare dropped after CEO said an unusual and unacceptable Q1 result, and also they also cut their forecast because higher Medicare costs, right? So that means it's travel for more insurers, right? So United Healthcare is one of the biggest insurers. So if the same problems happens to them, the same problem could happen to other insurance companies. So this is because of the Medicare Advantage plans. So the government pays lower and the cost is higher. So they are getting loss on Medicare Advantage plans. So which companies also have Medicare Advantage plans? Elevance had, so Humana also dropped. Elevance had dropped, CVS dropped. But I think Humana and CVS already existed that plan. Cigna already doesn't have Medicare Advantage business, so that's why it is at 1%. So United Healthcare utilization rate is so high. After COVID, lots of people delayed treatment. So after COVID, they started using their Medicare Advantage. Then utilization rate went higher, and it's still happening right now. So that's why. So at the end of the first quarter, suggests the care activity increased at twice the level. So it's very unusual, very, very unacceptable level. So, but good news is that the Trump administrations in April said they would substantially increase the reimbursement rate for Medicare Advantage insurers. So probably next year, So next year, I believe this stock could take some time to recover, but there is also another good news. It's the tariff, right? Tariff is United Health could be considered less susceptible to tariff, so that's why lots of investors bought United Healthcare just before the earnings report. Look at that, from 524 to 599. So after that it dropped. So the investor kept buying at the beginning. Now it dropped. So let's look at their result. Their result forecast adjusted profit per share to be between 26 and 26.5 per share, compared to its prior forecast of 29.5 to 30 per share. So their forecast, adjusted forecast, is lower, $3.50 lower than before. Analysts were expecting 29.73. So compared to analysts, they are low end 26 it's like $3.73 per share lower. So that's why stock drop. Remember, when something happens, it's all usually at the beginning of the bigger trend of dropping, or it could just be temporary. So what do we look at? United Healthcare, they have a problem with U.S. fraud case. U.S. fraud case, a court-appointed special master has found that U.S. authorities do not have evidence to support their billion-dollar fraud. So at the beginning of the year, the U.S. Department of Justice claimed that United Healthcare is committing fraud, billion-dollar fraud. But now special master found no evidence. That's good news, but we just need to wait. Need to wait to be adopted by U.S. District Judge Fernando Ogren. So then after that, U.S. Department of Justice will no longer have the case. So it may take some time. Overpayments from the government for patients on its Medicare insurance plans. So usually when I hear news like this with any company like fraud, I tend to avoid. This is one of the biggest companies and the longest performing company in the US. So it's been a long time. So, but anything can happen. For now, I would just say let's wait and see how the court case is gonna be, and what would I do? Buy, hold, or sell? This is not financial advice, but United Health may be exempt from tariffs to some extent, but like medical devices, if hospitals have to buy new medical devices that may be subject to tariff, then after that they may increase the Medicare costs, healthcare costs. So that's in that situation, the insurance company may have to pay higher. But other than that, it may take some time. Other than that, this is pretty much exempt from tariff. But right now, they have a higher Medicare cost from Medicare Advantage plans. That can impact their profitability. But if you really like this company, if you know this company, if you understand this company, what you could do, this is what I would do. Okay, if I like it, if I want to buy it, I'm just gonna DCA very slow over the long term. Now stock market is not very bullish, so I would just take my time, DCA. Maybe I still have until the end of the year to DCA and see maybe next year gonna recover. So that's what I did. What do you think? Do you own United Healthcare stock? If you own, comment down below. And another thing you can do is you can just set put options, and wait until it reached your price. It can be anything. It can be like, let's say 1 year. So now it's really low, it's 425. So you can wait until if it hit. Oh, look at that! It hasn't moved at all. In June 2022, 452. Now it's the same price, similar price. For the past more than 2 years, it hasn't moved the price. So let's say you can set put option at 400. Yeah, I just want to buy if it's hit 400, right? Then I will get the price about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2025 to 2021 October, right? October. So that would be more than 3 years ago. Or you can say, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna buy at 350, right? 350. That will be like almost 4 years ago, right? 4 years ago. So yeah, just remember, if you have a lower strike price, you will be getting lower premium. Of course, you can have a patient to wait. So it's really up to you. 400 or maybe 370, 380 or 390 will be a good support level, I believe, because you are going back to October 1st, 2021, and you are getting the price for 390. That's probably a great deal. Of course, if they do not commit a fraud. If they commit a fraud, no, it's definitely no. So if you want to learn more, you can go to Master Stock Option Cradle, go to my playlist. You can learn about stock investing, option trading, and advanced option trading. If you want to open an account, stock trading account, the link's gonna be in the YouTube description and comment down below as well. And share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.